you caught your spouse, okay, let me use your wife cheating on you. Okay. First of all, let me tell you that before must have decided to get into that marriage, two things are involved. You must have made up your mind that the fact that you're not going to go back from that, you're not leaving that marriage for any reason. And remember, in the church, the pastors will tell you it's for better or worse. Okay. But I would always advise you, most times we've had some stories where somebody saw somewhere, his spouse or her spouse cheating on him and decided, probably got something on the person, either his spouse or the intruder.
The person is cheating with.
The intruder, okay? And along the line, the person died in the process of a fight or whatever. You find out that at the end of the incident, you come back to regret all these things. You know that there would have been an alternative to have sorted out that problem, to have handled the challenge instead of what it has ordered to. What am I trying to say is that there are possible ways of managing it. Personally, if I happen to see in such mood, I have two options. Okay. It's either I walk away, and my walking away is as good as walking away from your life.
Whoa. I needed to raise the bet there. I needed to do that.
So, you see, because I would prefer to do that than coming to hit you, or coming to hit you probably along the line somebody is dead or getting injured to the extent that I will coming to regret what I've done.
Probably you get yourself
involved in a more difficult situation. Okay. Yeah. So I would prefer to walk away, because I'm always the kind of person that I don't get, my anger, I have a way of managing it. Okay. I hardly see me get triggered because of what you do or what you have done to me to the extent of hitting someone. Even if someone will say it's because it has not happened to you, but I'm telling you that's what it is. There should be an understanding in such situation that, look, if you don't manage it, if you're not careful, you end up doing something you end up regretting. I'm telling you, for the rest of your life. And there's a kind of damage you create that will never be reversed. Somebody cheating on you can be reversed. It can become, we need some time to become a thing of the past. You keep your life going. You can still forgive somebody who must have cheated on you. Situation, things like that. There are reasons for that. Like I said last week, I said there are reasons or conditions that might have caused someone cheating on you. It's not the issue of it's not everything that you say is deliberate. Like that was why I was giving a narration about someone being drugged and so on and so forth. So for me, to an extent, I would prefer to walk away. And I even allow you to summarize, okay? Because what I would do is what I would do.
Yeah, no changes.
To have caught you red-handed, I don't know what explanation to give that would justify, your action, making me to reverse my decision. In fact, most times when I visit such, I will always make up my mind, look at what I'm going to do.
Okay.
If peradventure such thing happens. Remember, some parents will tell you, look, instead of you to kill my daughter for me, better bring her back to us.
Okay.
It happens in some traditional marriage gathering. They will tell you, we are taking the drink, but take our daughter, take care of her, protect her, is in your care. But whatever whatever must have arisen, warranting you to beat her or hit her or wound her, please don't. It's better you bring her back to us the way she is, so that we can handle whatever the situation or whatever be the case. So I would rather walk away and take a decision about that.
All right, Fini, let's get to you. I don't know. What do you think? Is there a right thing to be done, or is there a right thing to do when you catch a person?
I'm always a person for addressing the root of the problem. I would not necessarily be thinking of what I would do at that moment. I would be asking myself, why did she do it?
Okay, you think it's more to like address why she did it.
So for me, the problem is the why. Fine, if I react, okay, bye, you're leaving this house or something like that, and she goes to be with someone else, and the why is still there.
It means if you marry another
problem,
or if you get into another relationship, the why.
I'm saying, in the context of, I'm not an advocate of divorce or something, but these are grounds.
Well, we're not looking at.
No, get my point.
What
Get my
would you
point.
do
What
in
I would
such
do.
situation? No longer what cost it.
No, I'm saying that we're not necessarily just looking at marriage. Some you're in a relationship, yes, and So why Sir Ike is coming from the marriage angle? I expect you're not married, man. Okay, we are not married. Don't worry, you're not alone.
I want to single yourself out.
see, my point is, after that time, I'm not the kind of person who would necessarily react that moment. What if the guy grabbed past me? Which fight? One fight. So, fine, I would leave the house, clear my head,
and come back.
Then we talk. We focus on the why. Okay, was I absent? Was I not giving you enough attention? Or this was just a pure act of selfishness or greediness? You saw something that looked a bit more attractive than what you already had, and then you decided to go for it.
Can we attach greediness to such a situation?
it's greed now. It's greed.
Okay.
So for me, we'll have to talk, and then we get to the root of the problem and see how we'll move on from there. That's it for me. Okay. I hope I never have to experience such anyway, because
it's going to be.
It's better said than done. One.
All right, but I think the another question to it is I don't know. I don't want to ask why do people cheat. Let's not really look at the why. But is there a right thing that is seen to be the general thing to do when somebody catches somebody cheating, or it's seen that different persons should react different ways?
Like I said, not because what I said was not basically a single thing that one should take as an action.
Okay.
It's just one of it all. Most times walking away does not just mean that you are ending the marriage, because there are certain situations you find yourself. If you don't leave that scene,
you cause trouble.
When I'm seriously angry, best thing I do is remain silent or walk away.
Yeah, they laugh when they're angry.
So I will take a leave and cool off, get to think about it, and get to analyze the situation and take a decision. So this is just one of it all. But alternatively, like I said, you can also consult your counselors. There may be need for marriage counseling. Psychologically, certain factors might lead to such. So you can also do that after that incident, because I wouldn't even ask you to go and stop the action.
Okay.
You understand? I wouldn't even ask you to go and stop the action or separate them.
In relation to something I said, last week I mentioned that cheating was not just sex, that it's placing someone else in the position of your partner. Now, outside the context of marriage, because for me, you're not supposed to be having sex outside marriage. Now, cheating for me in that situation would be perhaps you're spending more time with someone, or perhaps I see you outside a restaurant or somewhere, and from your body language, I can see that there's something going on between you and this person. That's cheating on me in that situation.
From the chemistry.
What you're saying is that basically you are judging from a mere appearance.
Then I will ask you. Of course, I will
look up their position or whatever.
I will have to approach.
But it's not enough to justify that.
It's not enough to justify. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to ask you, and then you if you're truthful, I would know. If you're not, I would know from your hesitation.
You are a psychic person.
I'm a psychologist, baby. So, but my point is, see how I would react at that moment. I'm the kind of person, someone I really like is talking to me about someone that she likes. The thing would they pay me for body, but I could just sit down. It happened recently. I just took my phone, Nokia Touch. I wasn't doing anything with the phone. I just press the phone hard. I did transfer my anger inside the phone. So that kind of situation, I'll take myself out of that area to avoid irrational behavior. Because at the end of the day, it will no longer be about who cheated. It'll be about who acted irrationally. So
more harm than good.
Exactly. Yeah. So we eventually, when I'm cool-headed, we'll talk about it. Okay, what's the problem?
But there will be a defense.
Of course, there'll be
There
a
will be
defense.
an excuse.
You haven't been there for me. And then I am the kind of person, when people do things to me, I try to look at it, okay, what did I do wrong? From my perspective, is there something I did that warranted the action of this person? So if I'm now cleared, and then you are the one at fault, my dear.
And assuming she's at fault. What do you do?
My dear, we have to reset down.
You reset. You go back.
We'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
and know what we're doing in this relationship.
Look, I had to leave both of you to actually, go back and forth, or through that, And but if you just join in the show, what we are looking at today is cheating. We continue. It's like a continuation or a branch of what we looked at last week, and today we are asking what should you do when you catch your partner, live or red-handed, or when you get to know that your partner is cheating on you, the right thing to actually do. I don't want us to get into that who cheats more, but let's come to the African society. When a man catches the partner cheating in the African society, there's this high tendency of him leaving the relationship, or saying, I'm not doing again. Yes. But when the woman is caught in the act or in the same act, it's hardly so. When the woman catches the man in the same act, rather,
the treatment is different.
Yes, the treatment is
they are not being handled the same way.
Yes, so I've heard women, as guys, what's up with that?
I've heard women who say,
what of when let's say peradventure you're the one who is cheating, or we say the man is the person caught in the act.
You see, it is a common scenario. The women will cheat and the man will bounce on them. Everybody will condemn them.
And then when it's their turn, they come and say, men are polygamous in nature.
Last time somebody said, I said, come on, what do you mean? Using polygamous?
And there are women who actually have that mentality. I was about to say that I heard someone say, I don't mind if he cheats, just so long as he doesn't bring it home. So this same man will come inside the house, they make videos about it, they yell about it, and they post it on social media. Oh, she cheated on me. But when it's your turn, you give excuses. I be guy. I don't understand the rationale behind it. And then the funny thing is that the victims have accepted it as normal. You're supposed to be
protest and pro that let things be what's supposed to be. I've had a friend, a female friend, who has this kind of problem. She have also been saying, in fact, to an extent, she started monitoring the guy. You understand?
Okay.
She had evidences, pictures, even the one she visited and saw 2 of them there.
Okay.
So it's no longer an issue of the man arguing or denying. It has become obvious. I told her, look, I don't think there's anything you're going to achieve running around chasing the man all around.
Why don't you just leave him alone?
Why not just withdraw, relax, leave him? These things we do, as we say, men are polygamous. It gets to an extent. In fact, the more you do it, the more you shorten your lifespan. No, it's natural.
This is serious.
It's natural.
This is serious.
The more addicted you become about that,
the more you shorten your lifespan. Your lifespan.
Yes, it's common. It's nature. Okay, look at it. These men die more of that of women. Okay. Why is Michael this?
Guys, Michael just stepped into the studio and he's trying to, make signs and all that. He's out.
Communication. I don't understand.
Yeah,
that.
don't mind him. He just stepped in and he's actually trying to make signs and stuff, kind of. So
what I was saying is that I thought that it's high time you withdraw from some of these actions. Your girlfriend will call you and say, "Come and see where your husband or your boyfriend is." It doesn't make any meaning. What you should be talking about is how to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, they go out, get one form of diseases or whatever, and bounce it on you. At the end of the day, what they really did was that, okay, let me help you. Enjoy your life. Since that is what you want. but I will not retaliate. I won't do anything. She went ahead and bought some of these protective kind of items
for him.
Why? Since the parents have talked about it, their counselor, the minister, and the man has just, the more they talk, the more he's on the speed lane. Okay, that was the option she took. At the end of the day, I told her, look, you can go home, pretend that you have this guy who is special on you, play some kind of tricks, and see how he will bounce back. In fact, he will be the one accusing you of cheating on him. That was just one form of theory she applied. At the end of the day, the man started withdrawing in some of this kind of lifestyle. But what I'm saying is, it's high time these women should understand the fact we all are one. There's no issue of it's just common mentality, human mentality that the men are men, you know, they have their life.
Boys will be boys, men will be men.
It doesn't play in my own life.
So you don't subscribe to that?
I don't subscribe to that. Okay. I condemn it in totality.
Okay, Fini, I don't know. You
in support of what he's saying. I mean, you're treated badly.
Yes.
So because you're female, you're supposed to just suck it up. And then he does the same thing. And then you even make excuses for him. You're the one being hurt.
Still brag.
Especially now, perhaps you're courting each other because you're courting. You're not married yet. And you find evidences that this guy is doing this thing. And I love him. And you remain there. And perhaps if it's a one-off thing. So he does it once and then it doesn't happen again. But this is a recurrent problem and you remain there.
It has become a tradition in the relationship.
So what you're actually saying is what is good for the
goose
should be good for the gander. It shouldn't be a propaganda though.
It shouldn't be one-sided. That's all.
Okay, guys. It is Guy Code, and it is 26 minutes after the hour of 7 today, 8th of February 2019. I usually add the year of our Lord, and of course, you know it is the year of our Lord. I am seated here with the guys in the studio. I'm here with Sir Ike, with Fini. My name is Adebayor Kings.
Fini.
Sorry.
Fini. What's fight in Igbo? We got.
Okay, guys. What we'll quickly do is we take a quick one. You know, when we actually get back, I think we go all the way. Get to see if we'll be wiser. Flavor.